Okay, welcome to Crystal Reports demonstration for Visual Studio 2012. Hi, this is Kaustubh. I actually uploaded the video regarding this earlier, but I'm extremely sorry for all of those who had to watch that video because that video was really pathetic in quality, to be honest. I didn't mean it to record it for the larger audience, basically. I just wanted to record it for my students, few of them. So sorry for that, whoever watched that video. So I'm going to explain how to use Crystal Reports in Visual Studio 2012 using ASP.NET, of course. So now many people in the earlier video in their comments asked about how to install Crystal Reports for Visual Studio. So I'll go get you to the link. Okay, sorry for this. This is not where I want it to be. Okay, by the way, catch up on Novak or Wimbledon or Roger. Okay, so here this is the link actually. You just have to Google it, okay, and you'll get to this link from this forum. This is the forum, okay. So in this forum they are given the link. You just Google what Crystal Reports for Visual Studio 2012. You will get this forum. On this forum there is a link. Go to the link, and in the link, if you see, I cannot zoom it, but you have to download the first one, this SAP Crystal Report developer version for Microsoft Visual Studio SP5. So you just download the first one, all right, and that will take care of everything. I'm assuming that, of course, you are using Windows 8, which is a 64-bit operating system. So this is where you want to download. This is the first one. This is what worked for me. Okay, I hope it works on your machine also. After you install this, what happens is in your Visual Studio, create an empty website. Okay, so just go to File, New, Website, empty website. Okay, I already added this empty website, Crystal Reports Demo 2. So there's nothing apart from web.config. So next thing you have to do is right click and add new item. Here, after you install the SAP utility, you will get this entry, that is Crystal Reports. If you are not correctly installed, you will never get this, right? This option, Crystal Reports adding. So just name the report something. I'm saying my Crystal Report, add, and it will add the Crystal Report onto your website. So it will guide you through the wizard. So we'll say yes, using report wizard, standard. Yep, that is good for us. Cross tab looks like this, which is not very good. And no, okay, we are good with standard and using report wizard. So we are clear till this now. So remember, you have to go to the Google, search for Crystal Report Visual Studio 2012. Go to forum, go to the link. This is the link, scn.sap.com docs. I'll give you the URL in the comments anyway. So, and you have to download the first one, all right, for the 64-bit OS. I just got it work from here. So that was for installation. Let's come back to the report. Now that we have added, I guess. Okay, just hold on a second. I think. Okay. Huh. So here we are. So I'll just go ahead with the wizard. Okay. Okay. Now it is asking you for data source, right? So my connections, I already added few connections, but for you guys, I'll add a new connection. Remove from connection. Okay, and this is also remove from connection. So my connections, go to my connections, and to add, right click. Okay, or you can just say, you can just create new connection. Okay, go to create new connection. All right, here choose OLEDB audio, and as soon as you minus it, right? Okay, just a second. Okay, so we'll come up with this. So what you have to do is you just have to minus it. You will come up with this. Here you have to take the last one, SQL Server Native Client 11.0. All right. If you have if you are not installed Microsoft SQL Server independently from your Visual Studio, then you have this only option, SQL Server Native Client 11.0. But I guess if you have installed isolated version of Microsoft SQL Server, maybe 2008 or whatever, then you will have to select something else, maybe this. But let's go for the inbuilt one, right? Like if you are familiar with Microsoft Visual Studio 2008, you will remember the SQL Express edition. So this is very similar to that, SQL Server Native Client 11.0. Let's go with next. Now here, because it was SQL Server Native Client 11.0, the server name is local DB. DB comes in capital slash v11.0. All right, this is fixed like your dot slash SQL Express, if you remember server name, right? Use integrated security and database. Database what? I all okay. It's not showing mine, which is quite. Let's cancel this XM. So let's go to okay. Let's cancel this also. Let's go to SQL Server Field Explorer. Okay, you can go it from here. View SQL Server Object Explorer and go to here databases. In databases, okay, okay, fine. Okay, so here you can see these two local DB projects, local DB version 11.0. So I will have to add my own database here. So in databases, I'll say add new database. I'll okay, I'll make use of my nickname. All my students call me by this Joshi Master. Joshi Master it is. Okay, you don't have to call me anything, but yeah. Joshi Master DB. I just want to be known by this name when I die. Okay, Joshi Master DB. Okay, enough. So I add this. So it is here. Then I tables. I add new table. Okay. Just a few. I'll quickly add a table. Very small table. Yeah. I hope you know this procedure, but I'm just repeating just in case uh, we go step by step and really we are crystal clear in our approach what's happening actually, right? So people might face issues at any point of time creating tables or finding databases for the report. So that's why we are going step by step. For those people who already know this kind of steps, can skip over to the next part of the video where we will be working on crystal reports and actually generating graphical reports using crystal reports. It's taking a bit time, but I guess it will be ready anytime soon. Okay, so here I'll quickly say okay, ID I don't mind. Uh, Player ID I want to create ATP database. Name and country. Okay, so this should be my envarchar 50, yeah, and this should be same envarchar 50. 50. Allow nulls, no one is allowed nulls, and I should call these tables uh, players, yeah, basically. This is tables for tennis players. I love tennis. I'm a very passionate tennis lover. I do play also, right, every day. So players it is, and I'll just say update. When I say update, it will generate the script for me. Update database. And if you go here, dbo.players. So there you are. Subject SQL Server Object Explorer. Our table is there in the Joshi Master DB. So view data. We'll add some data very quickly. Player ID 1. It will always be till I die. This okay. Sorry for those who don't like him, but there will be very few like that, I guess. Uh, I love Rafa a lot, so Rafa comes immediately after. I don't know what's the current ranking. Current ranking is it doesn't matter to me anyway. Current ranking Rafa must be third, I guess. I don't know. Third is yeah this guy. He's current world number one, but yeah he's a good man. He's really a good person. Yeah. I'm sorry going through all this, but yeah, what to do? I mean, because I had to demonstrate everything because I got a lot of comments asking about how to add data and a lot of things. So I thought, okay, fine, let's do this from the scratch, and I'll add one more. That is David Ferrar. David Ferrar. I don't know how do they pronounce it actually. Okay, he's again from Spain, so Hispania. And Control S, and that's about it. Close. So this close this also. If you go to SQL Server Object Explorer, db.players, view data, you'll get this 5 players. Okay. Now back to Crystal report. Okay. Right click on the report now. If you have to go to wizard again, database expert. So if you see my connections, no connection. Okay. So OLEDB ADO, I'll go to again native client 11.0. The As I told you earlier, the thing remains local db capital uh, bracket close slash v11.0. Integrated security and database has to be Joshi Master DB. It's there. Good. So now we go next. We'll finish this. And yeah, now it is here. See? So Joshi Master DB, you can select now DBO players and just add this in your selected tables. So players is there, right? Okay, say okay. As soon as you say okay, you will see Field Explorer and you see players in your Field Explorer. Okay, so this is your Field Explorer here. You can also see the Field Explorer from here, right? Where is it? Okay, Field Explorer, right? So you can now drag and drop this. Okay, I just want it here. All right. So what I can do is uh, report header. I can right click and say insert some text object, and I can say my crystal report. I'm not decorating this report at all. Okay, I've done that in the last video, which was 46 minutes in length, and yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That video should never be that large. Okay, so my crystal report. Okay, page header. I don't care. So let's not go for page header at all. Okay, details. Yeah, details. I would like to have player ID. I would like to have player name. I would also like to have player country. Yeah. All right. Uh, See, there are a lot of things that you could do with this. If you want uh, to know how to, take some of the sort by, group by, all these things. There are a lot of things. I've explained all those things in my earlier video, the one which you are here actually. You can see that using crystal reports in Visual Studio 2012 using ASP.NET. So I'm not going there again because that will require a table which suits those kinds of requirement. Here I'm focusing on how to basically get it work. Okay, but if I had to do anything, insert group, I'll just say group. Okay, and players PID in ascending order. All right, if I had to group something, I'll group. Yeah. What group name? What is that? That's okay. And I'll just say insert text object ranking. Okay, fine. What happened? Okay, that's good enough. Okay, that's it. Rest of the things you can do it later. All right, I'll save this. Okay, that's about my report. I can close this right now. Okay, now I need to add a web page. Add add new item. I'll add a web page. What is this? Razor and web form. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, default.aspx. I don't care. It's okay. Okay. So I missed one thing actually. I guess I had to publish this on IIS because Crystal reports right now do not support IIS Express. So we'll see. We'll see about it. Okay. So here I'm just go to design. Let's complete the designing part, and while testing, we'll deploy it on IIS 8 rather than IIS Express. All right. So here what I'm going to do is I'll go to toolbox. I'll go to reporting section, and because you have installed the utility SAP Crystal Reports, in the reporting section you will get this, Crystal Report Viewer, Crystal Report Source. First, I'll drag the Crystal Report Viewer here. All right, and then I also need to drag crystal report source. Okay, this is taking time. I'll go to toolbox, crystal report source. Yeah, that should do it. Now what I do is crystal report source. I right click the, yeah, this is, what is it, extender or whatever. I don't understand. I forgot actually what it is called. Uh, Change configure report source. Go and select the only report that you have in your website, that is my crystal report. Okay, so you just have source now, and for viewer we'll specify the source as crystal report source 1. Yeah, crystal report source. Yeah, and it will immediately load the report actually for you. Awesome. Yeah, so it has loaded. Now it's time to test the things, but the only thing I'm now telling you is crystal reports right now do not support the IIS Express Edition. So we'll have to host this site on local IIS. Okay, so we might try browsing it. Let's say you can try, but I don't think it will work. Actually, it should not work. Going by my experience, it should not work. It will load the page, but you should not see anything as far as my previous experience with this is concerned. We are loading it for the first time, so it's taking time. That's okay. So see, the page is there, but you can't see anything, and that's expected because you use local IIS server. See, local IIS Express. Okay. Again, Novak, you can go away for now. So this is IIS Express I used. So close this, exit. Yeah, go here again, and now I guess it's time to publish the website. Okay, go to this. Okay, publish local IIS. Okay, have I not installed IIS and run Visual Studio in the context of an administrator account to view this? Okay, so one more issue. Okay, but it's good because that way we can just, yeah, I know. So this is where I hope you know how to install IIS. Windows. Uh-huh. Okay, control panel actually. Yeah, no. Control panel. Programs. Programs and feature. Uh, Turn on Windows. Okay, so it's asking me admin password. I hope you know how to install IIS. If you do not know, then I'm actually doing it for you right now. Okay, so I'll turn on the IIS actually. See here, Internet Information Services. Yeah, and yeah, FTP server. I don't know. I don't need it. Hostable web core. I'm just checking this. IIS services and Internet Information Services hostable web core. Rest, I think everything should be there. Yeah, if you let's turn on everything. Okay, and it will enable the IIS right away, and then we'll have to restart the Visual Studio using admin privileges. So that's okay, and then we'll be able to most possibly run the site immediately. I could have stopped recording this video, but I wanted to go through this because many people will not understand that crystal reports right now do not support IIS Express. So let's go through this. We don't mind spending 5-6 minutes more on this. Okay. Okay, I hope it's quick. Uh, Okay. Back then, what I've done is okay. So I have installed IIS and I've published my website on the IIS. I will be browsing my page using Yes, actually, so I'll go here, sites, default website, and this is actually what. Uh, uh, hmm. So this is now. I'm browsing it from here. All right. So it should be okay. Uh, okay. 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 So I knew this errors actually. Uh, I covered them a lot in the last time. I will have to suspend it again. Okay. Okay. So we stopped at some error, if you remember. Uh, we had our database. Okay. So this was my crystal report. I designed it in front of you, right? And then I. Okay, yeah, just. Okay. Then I had my. What I did was created a page default to used a crystal report viewer over here and a crystal report source, right? Source I specified the report, that is crystal report dot rpt, and then I gave to viewer I gave the source as crystal report source 1. All right, then I tried to browse it. Remember, I have to publish this on local IIS, so I built the website first. Then I to publish the website on local IIS, right click publish website. It will ask you where, so you can choose this path. Go here, local IIS, create a new under default website. You can create a new virtual directory or new web application. So I created new web application, and then I give that path for my publishing my website, and then it just publishes your website. Once it's published, okay, I'm republishing, so it's okay. So I'll just publish it again, and it should be easy. Okay, so publish succeed. Now you should be able to browse. So you should go to IIS. Go to your web under default website, your web application, switch to content view, and your page you should browse. When you browse, it was not all that easy at first place, to be honest. So yeah, you can see the crystal report now. So you can see the player ID ranking 1 2 3 4, Roger, Rafa, Noel, Andy, and country, everything, right? But it was not easy. I had to go through a lot of exceptions, starting with this local database runtime error occurred. It could not connect to database. Then after resolving that, I got another. Yeah, I got this, right? So I got a lot of exceptions. So what I'm gonna do is anticipating the fact that you might face these kinds of what is happening is basically we are using Visual Studio 2012, right? And then we are using local databases, local DB, for Visual Studio 2012. So there might be few database errors, right? Connectivity problems, something like that, which we did not face using Visual Studio 2010 or Visual Studio 2008, because in those kind of things, SQL Express used to work butter smooth, right? So there are amazing blog posts here on MSDN blogs, which have helped me to resolve these exceptions and run our database and use our crystal reports. So what I'm going to do is I will put the links of this blogs. The blog is amazing, and it has got all the screenshots and everything, so that you can be rest assured that your problems, database exceptions, will be solved definitely through this link. So I'm going to post the link of this below the comment on the video. All right, so we completed using crystal reports, and it looks like this. The second portion of the demonstration is to use graphical reports, which is again what I'm gonna demonstrate to you. So what I'll do is, let's go to Visual Studio. I'll add one more report. So add new item. So I'm gonna give you a quick demonstration of this. Okay, so uh, crystal report, and let's say graph crystal report. All right. One small thing. Okay, just let's just go through this now using the standard. Okay, connections are already there, which we made earlier, so it will appear in my connections. So just expand that. Let's see how this goes. I hope this time around in the video my sound is pretty clear, because last time it was, really, I mean, really pathetic. I'm really sorry for all those people who watched the video and had to endure that kind of noise. Okay, so DBO, I'll add players as my table. Uh, it's a small example. You can add all the fields, I don't mind, but it's even okay if you don't do anything. Finish. Now your report, if you see here, anywhere you can just drag this here, right click, insert chart, right? Even in header you can do that, insert chart, right? Right click, insert chart, and then you can just drop it here. Okay, what happened? The chart, I must have done that in the details, I guess. Yeah. Okay, insert chart, what happened? Or maybe it header, insert. Yeah, header. So right now it is there. So it's asking me data. So I'm gonna, on change of, yeah, country, let's say. Yeah, on change of country, show names. Yeah. On change of country, show names. Type. Okay. Bar will do. Yeah. Yeah. Type bar. Use depth effect. Okay. And data is okay. Okay. So see, something like this will appear. To test this again, I'm just Control S. Let's add one more page. We already have this default page where I used it for data testing using, grid view and everything. So what I'll do is, I'll just use toolbox. I'll go to, yeah, crystal report viewer, yeah, and crystal report source. Yeah, these two are important, right? I'll go to crystal report source and give it a data as my graph now. Graph crystal report dot rpt. Yes. Okay. And I'll then give crystal report viewer crystal report source one as a source. Okay. So now let's say, let's save this. Let's build this. Okay. Let's see how it goes, and let's publish it. The same location. Yes. Okay, publish success. Go to IIS, go to your web app, refresh it, and switch to content view and default.spx browse. So when you browse it, okay, let's see. You should see the graph, or I'm expecting something else. Let's see. Okay, so we got it. Yeah, amazing. So we got it. Yeah, Espanol, two players, Nadal and Rafa. Sorry, Ferrer and Rafa. Great Britain, Murray. Serbia, Noel, and Switzerland, Roger. So yeah. So now you can do a lot of things with this. You can. There are a lot of options basically when you go to graph. Yeah, I'll tell you a few very quickly. And this time I don't want the video to go to 46 minutes duration. So yeah. So let's go to report again, and you can have new, insert chart, and then yeah. Then you can see this data on change of ID, player name. Yeah. Oh, sorry. So remove this. Show values, player name. Okay. Okay. Remove this. Okay. And then type, you can say pie. You can have pie chart. Use depth effect. Okay. Yeah. Something like this. Again, save this one and build website, and publish it. Yeah, okay. Go to IIS again, switch to features view, refresh, sorry, switch to content view and browse it again. So this time we are expecting to see two graphical reports, two graphs basically, one pie chart and one bar graph. Yeah, so there's one bar graph and this is your pie chart, right? Count of name, personal ID also. So per ranking, one ranking for one player. Okay, so that's quite obvious. But all I'm just saying is my table was really simple, right? I mean, ranking, name, and country. You could have complex database tables like employee information or yeah. So accordingly, you can create lots of graphs, and it's really easy. On change of this, show this. So it will show it like that. So yeah, this is what I actually wanted to demonstrate. Remember few important things. While using Crystal reports for Visual Studio 2012 in ASP.NET, you have to publish your website on IIS, right? You cannot use local IIS Express. Sorry, you can use look. You cannot use IIS Express. You have to use local IIS, right? That is one. Then you might face some database exceptions in Visual Studio 2012 using local database version 11.0. In that case, I'm specifying the links here, right, the msdn blocks, which will definitely help you out. And starting with which version to install, I'm also putting the link for that. All right, so yeah, so yeah, that's really the story. So thank you for watching this video, and if you like it, please like the video on YouTube. That will definitely motivate me to further upload many more videos in .NET. Okay, gracias.